With its factory tuning and data center DNA, an Intel 730 series SSD is an amazing choice for gamers and performance enthusiasts.
Hey there guys, welcome to my Thief benchmarking overview video. We're going to be testing things today on the standard test bench of 4960X, clocked at 4.0 GHz, about 16 gigs of RAM, clocked at 1866 MHz, and a variance of GPUs whose overclocking settings you can find in the GPU overclocking doc linked below this video. So I broke up the graphics cards into three tiers. There's the extreme tier with $500 plus graphics cards, which is running on very high preset with one thing changed, so that it goes to custom, which is anisotropic filtering at 16x, running at 1600p. That's the crazy tier. Then one step down, we've got around $300 to $400 tier, where we're running just on the very high preset at 16x anisotropic filtering, but at 1080p, not 1600p like the tier above. And then one step down, which is where we're running at 1080p again, but just on the high preset and no custom values at all. And that's at about the $150, $170 range. Two things, guys. These numbers are very subject to change. NVIDIA and AMD will assuredly be releasing drivers in the future, as they always do, and they will probably be including optimizations for Thief. So both of these numbers for either teams could go up in varying amounts. We're not entirely sure, but for now you can just use it as kind of educated guess on how well this card will perform in the future if you do buy one or if you have one already. Also, another thing is these numbers were pulled from newegg.com, which is an American website, and especially AMD cards pricing on this website is very skewed because in the States, especially, pricing for AMD cards has gone a little bit nuts because of coin mining. So if you're someone who's not in the States looking at this video, maybe a card falls into another bracket, so I would highly suggest checking out and comparing the dollar value of these cards on your own, especially if you're outside of the States.
Alright guys, so here's the benchmarking run so that you guys can either replicate it on your own or just see generally what I'm doing. We start just outside of the main hideout in Thief, and then, well, this isn't a crazy action game, or is it supposed to be played as a crazy action game, so unlike a lot of my benchmarks, I'm not going to run around killing as many people as I can within the 2 minutes. I'm actually just going to kind of go around and do some things that you might do in Thief for 2 minutes. And you'll notice that not a fair amount of it is actually just looking in different places, or like crouching at certain times and crouching through certain areas. That's mainly for timing so that I can actually easily replicate this run. As you can see here, I've actually already looted this house on a previous playthrough, but I knew exactly where the house was and I knew I could navigate through it quite easily, so I went back there for this playthrough.
Just stay alert.
Once I get through this window here, I had to save a few times to find a proper save for this, as there's two guards in this courtyard. I can't waste a ton of time trying to sneak around the guards because that's not going to be the easiest thing to replicate. So I tried to find a save file where I could actually do this properly. So if you're trying to replicate this on your own, you might have to save a couple times to try and make sure that the guards are in the right spot, but it's not too bad. One thing I use is the sweep mechanic, as you saw right there, which is built into the game to actually traverse without being seen too easily. I try to get late areas, dark areas, sweeping mechanics, crouching, running, walking, all that kind of stuff in this benchmark to try and show all the different things that you'll probably be doing in Thief quite actively. We're nearing the end now after we climb down this ladder. And as we run up the stairs, we're coming right to the end. We're going to crouch here and then shift through the light, and then the benchmark should end right about here.
Hungry.
Alright guys, thanks for watching my Thief video. If you want to see all of our videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Like and dislike while you're down there based on whether or not you liked Thief. This is a very controversial game. And speaking of liking Thief, comment in this comment section below. Visit us on the forum, favorite and share this video as normal. While you're on the forum, be sure to check out the thread for this video, as I'll more likely see your comment there, as the YouTube comment section just gets insane sometimes and I can't even reply to people, and ridiculous. While you're on the forum, if you get tired of the ads, be sure to check out the contributor thing in the store. If you contribute at any level, you can get rid of all the advertisements on the website, so no worries about that. And we are now selling shirts. There's some pretty cool ones coming on the way. I know Linus has a Holy Balls shirt coming out with cats all over it, playing with cat toys, of course. That's exactly what he means by that. But anyways, guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.